From today onwards, we are going to start new batch on Snowflake plus DBT plus ADF. This is the combination of my training. This is Sai Sri from Raj Cloud Technology. I have overall 10 plus years of experience in IT. I've done with the training for so many batches with the combination of this Snowflake and DBT and ADF also. And I'm also certified person in Snowflake. This is about my background. I'm working on the combination of Snowflake and DBT ADF in my current project also. So I'm going to deal with all real-time scenarios in my training. This is about myself, guys. Today we are going with the first session about our course Snowflake DBT and ADF combination course. We are going with the first session. So let me start the session. This is the course content. I hope everyone have this course content with you. Please walk through the course content. If you have any doubts, let us know. We will clarify your doubts also. So we are going to touch first the architecture level. So what is the Snowflake architecture? What are the platforms we are going to cover? We are going to use in Snowflake. All those addition related information, everything we are going to cover end to end in Snowflake architecture. And after that, we are going to cover admin related part also, roles and users, and creation of the virtual warehouses also, and creation of databases and their related privileges, virtual warehouse privileges. All this we are going to cover, which is related to admin part. And coming to development, using the virtual warehouses, databases, schemas, tables creations, we are going to use the data loading concepts to load the data into the tables by bulk loading, nothing but SQL concepts and pipe concept, batch process. All these combinations I'm going to cover in my classes. After that, very advanced features of time travel concept I'm going to cover, zero copy cloning. And not only that, I'm going to cover the semi-structured data like XML, JSON, all this. And advanced topics of streams, tasks, SCD types, and exercise of SCD types also I'm going to cover. And data sharing concepts of not only data sharing concept with the single user. I'm going to cover the reader account, full account, all these options related data sharing combinations. And the advanced topics of UDF, user defined function, and analytic functions. In that I'm going to cover dense rank, row number, all this. In functions, I'm going to cover scalar function, tabular function, store procs I'm going to cover with multiple examples, query tuning, clustering concept examples, macro partitions, all the topics I'm going to cover, which I promised in the course content. And not only that, masking policies, row access policies, working with what different types of timestamps, and high level of DBT topics, models, macros, snapshot. Even in the inside of that also, I'm going to cover pre-hook, post-hook, test cases, exposures of documentation creation, everything. End to end of the DBT topics I'm going to cover. And after that, I'm going to cover of ADF to Snowflake connection, how to integrate ADF to Snowflake and copy the data from ADF to Snowflake, ADLS to Snowflake using ADF. All that combination I'm going to cover. Finally, we are going to give interview questions for you. Resume building also. Here, resume building will be a little bit different style I will follow. Based on your experience, your background experience, and your current situation, we will plan individually your resume preparation. So Unix basic commands also we will provide to you. So whatever the course content I promised here, everything end to end with the documentation, with the examples, with practical sessions I'm going to cover. This is what I'm going to do in our Snowflake training. Clear? Any doubts here? Let me take a pause here. Any doubts? Course content wise, any doubts? Okay. Thank you. If you don't have any doubts, that's fine. Let me move forward to topic now. Guys, if you have any doubts, you can drop a message in the chat box. I'll check that message and I'll reply in the here itself, today's session itself. Okay. Let me move forward with our session 1 about the Snowflake training. So first, let me go. Our base is Snowflake, guys, here. On top of the DBT, as a data loading part, ADF will come into the picture. Okay. So here you have to go with this session durations. Minimum 40 plus sessions I'm going to provide. That's a minimum count. Maximum it will increase based on the students' understanding. I'll increase the sessions also. So every topic, whatever the topics I promised in the course content, everything I'm going to cover in my session. There is no skip of the topics. Okay. And fees, this is our fees. Time, we have two timings, morning and evening. You can prefer anything, morning session or evening session. If you have any additional doubts, you have to clarify. You can contact these two numbers. They will come into the call and they will give the clarification for your questions. If it is need to talk with me also, they will give the, they will help you out to get the connection with me. Okay. So note down these numbers for any queries. Inside website also at the bottom, you will get these numbers. If you want, I'll show you just for your information. These are the numbers. You can pick from here and you can get the, you can clarify your doubts. Then let me jump to the today's session of technical part. Uh, yeah. Today already we are into the cloud technologies, guys. Market already moved into the cloud. Everyone knows that from lockdown, too many resources are, hired for cloud technologies only. So demand is increasing a lot and lot in the cloud technologies. But before jumping to our cloud technologies, we should know what is the previous technologies, how they deal, why they're moving into cloud technologies now. This all information we should have before jumping into the uh, cloud technologies chapter. Okay. So here traditional data architecture problems. Why they are coming to Snowflake or cloud technologies means there are few problems in the in the traditional part. Let me make it big. Yeah. So what is the problem? What are the things what are the challenges we are facing here means data management. Sorry, data management. If you want to manage any data on top of the traditional, it is very hectic because many sources will be connected to our traditional data warehouse. That few sources will be supported, few may not be supported. So in that case, additional technologies we want to use in between source and data warehouse to pull the data into the traditional data warehouse. So you have to understand their cost of the technologies and pipelines are increasing. Okay, that's the reason there is a challenge of managing the source and stores data stores also. After the semi-structured data issue, if you want to manage the data architecture, traditional architecture with a semi-structured data, it is not a big small deal. It's a lot of work you have to do because all the traditional data warehouse may not support to the semi-structured data. That's the reason it is one of the challenge to maintain the semi-structured data in the traditional warehouse. And sharing. Sharing is also very tough because we need very secured method to share the data to other users, maybe end users or any outer users. This all are the issues we are all got in the traditional. So how we are going to manage this in the Snowflake means Snowflake. Generally, if you observe here, it is going to handle multiple 100 plus sources. Snowflake is have the capability of connecting and getting the data. 100 plus sources it can manage. That is the point number one where we can do. And handling the semi-structured data. Snowflake have their own method of extracting the semi-structured data by using lateral flatten concept. Okay, XML get function. All these combinations are there in the code. That's the reason. And if you give with JSON or XML any semi-structured data, there is a 100% chance to handle it and get into the structured way. That's the one solution where we didn't get the solution in traditional that we are fulfilling in the cloud. And finally, what's the next problem? Problem with cannot share easily, right? Here we can solve this issue with the data sharing concept. You can see data sharing concept. This is data sharing concept. So this concept will help us to share the data with any end user. The person has already Snowflake account, or else the person don't have Snowflake account. Any combination, having the account or without having the account. If he already have the account, they will go with the full reader access. If he don't have access account, they will create the reader account and they will share the data. So the point you have to understand that the sharing the data two methods in a secured way. That's the reason it's very easy to handle the data sharing concept. Even in our training also, we have separate concept for that, how to manage the data sharing. This is how the problems we are overcoming coming to the traditional and cloud. Coming to scale and speed the issues. Any doubts, guys, here in this point? Okay. Someone have doubt? Okay. No doubt. Thank you, Ramesh, for your reply. Again, coming to this part, what is the issue with the scale and speed? Speed. If you want to increase or decrease the resources based on your requirement, manual changes are required in the traditional. Manually, you have to adjust the resources. How many compute resources required? You have to calculate it and you have to calculate it and you have to manage in the traditional. And running the performance of the query is also slow. And while you are injecting the data, that injection of the data is also slow. So these all the resources issues lot we have in the traditional, because it is totally managed by manual work. Manually persons are going to decide how to manage, how to allocate the resources to the work. Okay, that's the reason these many issues are getting in the scaling and speed issues. But if you come with the Snowflake, let me show you. If you come with the Snowflake, you can resolve these issues. How we are going to resolve? You are getting the resources, which is nothing but compute layer. There in traditional also nothing but compute layer only resources means. Here also compute layer only. So we are getting the compute layer from the cloud itself, right? It may be Azure, it may be GCP, it may be AWS. On top of which cloud provider we are hosting this account, that only will provide the resources for us. In that case, what is happening means auto scaling policy. Again, I'm saying auto scaling policy is there. So that is going to handle this process, auto scaling. Suppose today you have 10 queries. You allocated large, okay, or medium resources to the particular database of query. For example, tomorrow your queries are going to increase. So based on your increasing of the workload, auto scaling will be enabled and it will handle the resources. Here, manually, one time you will allocate the resources. Start minimum and maximum resources will be allocated by us. In that, how many resources want to use for the particular query? What is the requirement? Totally auto scaling process is going to handle. We are not going to do anything. So auto scaling policy is handling that and maintaining the query speed also. Injecting time or running the queries time, it is going to handle. Suppose work is done, work completed, nothing to do from the Snowflake side. It will wait for minimum 5 minutes to shut down the resources. Again, if you start working, immediately it will start the working. So resource management not only based on the queries, not only based on the data load, even after the working also, without wasting our amount on top of resources, it is shut downing with auto suspend, auto resume option. So like this, multiple benefits are there in the compute layer. Whatever the issues we are facing in the traditional, we can overcome in the cloud. Let me take a whole break here. So Sunita, you said I have no knowledge on JSON or Java. Java is the language, JSON is the file format. Okay. you don't need to worry about JSON file format knowledge. I am going to teach you what is the JSON file format, how to handle that kind of formats. Java is totally language. We are not using any Java in Snowflake, only SQL we are going to use. Okay, clear your doubt? Someone have a doubt on data sharing? Yeah, sure. Please share your doubt here. I will reply. You post your doubts, guys. I will reply. Okay. Parallelly, I'll take a break and I'll reply to your questions. Ishwar, please post your question. I will come back. Repeating the scaling. Okay, scaling policy. I will repeat it. No worries in that. Let me admin all. Yeah. Ishwar, you are asking difference from views we create and share to the users. We have different types of views, Ishwar, here. Secure views and metallized views and regular views. This data sharing concept will accept only secure views. That is one topic. I will explain you in deep level with the detailed examples. Okay. So here you have to understand secure views we are going to use in data sharing concept. Tables and secure views. This only we can share with the consumers. We are the providers. To the consumers we can share. Sunita, one more time she requested for scaling concept. I'm just giving again one more overview on top of this. Here they mention cannot scale up or out easily. Why they want to scale up or out easily? Because they based on the complexity of the queries. Today you will write select star from table name. Tomorrow you will modify that query and you will write aggregation functions, you will write joins, you will write having clause, multiple things you will add based on your query requirement. At that time, yesterday is first query is very simple. So minimum resources enough to do that. But again, the second query increased the requirements. So query complexity was increased. Based on that, scale out means scale up and scale out means resources, increasing the size of the resources or increasing the number of the resources should be happen that we are not able to achieve in traditional, but we can achieve in the cloud environment. With that achievement, we can remove, we can come out from this problem, slow running queries, injecting time, whatever the data load issues we are facing, all this we can overcome. Okay. Got the Sunita? In practically, I'll show you, then you can understand actually. This is the theory, na? You'll have a little bit confusion. I'll show you practical in coming up session. Okay, post your questions. I'll move forward. Here, complex and costly infrastructure. This is one more point, guys. Everyone have to note down. Why we need to go cloud means mainly in traditional technologies. What is happening means costly hardware and software combination is there. Means whatever you are going, wherever you are going, software you have to set up the hardware setup and you have to go with the software also. In traditional only we have this issue. That's the reason we will face the issue with the resources also. Means some specific person should be allocated for this to handle the hardware and some more person should be allocated for the software also. These two combinations. For example, I'll say, if you go to your companies, maybe it is old companies, you can see this. Now, recently, they're not maintaining much rooms for servers actually. In old companies, you'll see they will allocate the servers. Okay, they will allocate at the servers. So that servers will be called as a hardware setup, right? With the servers only, they will manage the networking, other technologies also, wherever it wants. Now, cloud is saying, I don't want any servers. If you go to the cloud, it is saying, I don't want any servers. We will be on top of the cloud. Okay, we'll sit on top of the cloud. So cloud will manage everything. Okay, Snowflake is cloud and this cloud technology is sitting on top of cloud provider. That's the reason we no need of any hardware, any installations, any management of the technologies. We no need to worry here. Okay, one more point I have to say here, guys. Many people have, maybe my laptop may not support all these kind of questions. You no need to worry. Your laptops, if it is old also, it will support for Snowflake because If you are able to log in into your mail ID in your laptop, then you will be able to go with the Snowflake account also. It never think about your configuration. Totally cloud-based, right? That's the reason you don't have any worry on top of that. Okay. Because of the because of the software and hardware combination, lot of maintenance will be happens. Obviously, we have to do maintenance. We have this combination, and it won't support all the languages also. So many practical issues are getting with the infrastructure. Now we are coming with the cloud when we are saying you no need to think about this. We are going to give everything infrastructure of end-to-end Snowflake on the cloud basis. So you no need to install anything. You no need to configure anything. Nothing to do from your side and the hardware side. Just get the account and use as a software developer. That's it. If I go with another comparison, let me take a break here. Any questions, please post in the chat box. When we use cloud, users of resource still independent. Yes, Sunita, when we use cloud technologies, resources will be based on our complexity of the queries. They will allocate, resource will allocate the credits. With that, we will get the optimization also on top of the queries. That is possible. Okay. Others, any doubts on current part, infrastructure part? If you are not able to catch me also, let me know. Okay. If my voice is not clear, any issues, please let me know. First session, right? You should be feel comfort with the first session. Okay. Let me jump to the next point. Slow limit decision making. Here again, one more problem we are facing here. Slow limited decision making. Because this is, if you go with the concept of limited queries. Suppose if you give unlimited queries, it may not handle because you are saying that only this many resources should be allocated. You are not able to increase the resources. What is the problem? If you increase, if you are using or not using, you have to pay amount for that. It may be storage layer or it may be compute layer. Anything, you have to pay the amount for that, right? So that's the reason always they will go with the calculation base and they will allocate the resources as storage layer. That is one problem. That's the reason limited decision making, why we are saying is, maybe today you'll think, I got so many queries, we need to increase the resources. Today you'll increase, tomorrow you may not have. Unnecessarily, without using the resources, you have to pay the amount. So this kind of issues are there. That's the reason limited users, limited queries we have to use. Okay. And optimization also, for cost optimization also very tough to do this because we don't know, we may spend sometimes more money if we do limited space or limited compute layer. Automatically it will affect on the our queries. So if we adjust also, it will get effect. If we don't adjust, we will get the cost effect. This kind of issues we are facing in the traditional. But in coming to the cloud, if you go to the cloud, we no need to worry. Okay, because I already mentioned limited users is not there. Limited queries are not there. It will give unlimited information. Unlimited means, for example, you have so many queries to execute. It will allow you. It will allocate that much required resources to that particular, resources to that particular query. Okay. But tomorrow, if you don't have, it won't use, right? Automatically, we don't need to pay the amount also. Depends how much we use, that much we have to pay. Totally like pay-per-use concept, guys. If I say just pay-per-use concept, so you can follow the pay-per-use concept in the Snowflake. That's the benefit of the Snowflake. Okay. So we have multiple benefits, guys. Not only that, it will add to the multiple consumers. 100 plus sources it will add, 100 plus consumers also it will add. Okay. And it is totally supporting all these three cloud providers. Why I'm saying this means you have to understand what is the benefit comparing to the traditional. Before going to next point, Sachin, you are asking resources is nothing but compute layer. Executors, cores, memories, all this combination, we will get the compute layer credits. Okay. That credit will execute our queries. That's called resources. Okay. In coming up classes, I will show you everything practically. No worries. If you are not able to understand also, I'll show you in coming up classes. So here, OLTP. You should know the difference of this, then we can move forward. OLTP, OLAP. Why I'm coming with this concept means maybe few people are coming from non-IT background or non-technical, whatever maybe their profile. Everyone should start their career from the scratch or in my training. That's the reason I'm giving information about this database OLTP. So here you have to understand what is difference of this. OLTP is nothing but online transaction process which will capture the real-time data. It will capture real-time data. For example, if you go with your PhonePe transaction, you will transfer the data, right? Immediately you check your balance. It will reflect after the transaction what is the balance that will be reflected in your account. Everyone knows this. This is called real time. Means immediately without any delay you are going to get your data information without any delay. Am I right? This is called the real time data. So OLTP is nothing but online transaction process. Okay. But here what is OLAP? Online analytical process, which is nothing but Snowflake also will come under data warehouse concept. Okay. Here, OLAP, it will also capture the data, but real-time data, near to real-time data. Here you have to understand near to real-time data. Some time gap will be there. The point you have to understand, some time gap will be there. It is also real-time data only, but some time gap, little bit time gap will be available, will be there between the database data and data warehouse data. That is the difference between database and data warehouse. Okay, getting my point? So Snowflake comes under data warehouse concept, guys. Snowflake can perform ELT and ETL. Okay, online extract, load and transformation. It can load the data and then it can apply the transformation. No, I want post transformation means it will extract the data by using other third-party tools. It will transform the data, then it will load into the Snowflake tables. These all combinations are available in the Snowflake. Okay, clear? Any doubts here? Any doubts, guys? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Sachin. Thank you. So now I'll jump to the process. Now Snowflake is a data warehouse, right? So we have different editions in that. That's a different, this Snowflake technology is totally different comparing to other data warehouse because it is giving multiple choice to you. It is not asking, yes, ETL also we will have a part in Snowflake only. Sundar. Yeah. So if you compare with other technologies, guys, you have only one format only, one thing you have to follow what they're providing to you. But Snowflake is not like that. It is giving multiple choice to us what we have to choose according to our requirement. Okay, They are giving standard edition. That is having with a few features, very few features, not high level, like 1 day time travel, data storage, only a single cluster. So few things, okay? Snow site, external functions, database replication, all this it can give. But here the cost per credit is $2. What is the cost? Cost is only $2 per credit. But here, if you go with enterprise, all the features, whatever you have, it will be added here also. For example, see, they mentioned here standard place. So all the features are available here also. But add-on, it is giving multi-clustering warehouse. What I mentioned previously, previous slide, it can handle the resources based on the queries, right? Based on the number of queries or complexity of the queries, it can handle the in the resources, right? That is nothing but multi-clustering warehouse. With the help of multi-cluster only, it can handle the warehouse. Okay, getting my point? So we have 90 days time travel period, metallized views. We have so many dynamic table, masking, so many concepts are there in the enterprise edition. But always you have to remember combination. This is added plus they are giving additional features to us. Okay, for this we have $3 per credit, guys. And for storage, per DB, $40. Per DB, $40 you have to pay per month basis I'm saying. Okay, per month, per DB, $40 you have to pay. So for compute layer, it is taken separately. For database layer also, it is taken separately. Both are separate. Okay, doubts? Yeah. This is the way how they are handling the two addition. No, my business is not simple, normal business. My data is very sensitive. It's a banking related, then what to do? For e-commerce related data or for other businesses data, you can go with this. But when you mention your data is very sensitive data of the customers, then you have to jump to the business critical. Means whatever the whatever the addition features they are giving for enterprise, see this enterprise plus, I mean, these features, this all features plus add-on security features were added in the business critical. So few more features are added related to security. Everything is same here. Only security wise for data sensitive protection, one more step they went forward to give the more security using business critical. Here we have $4 per credit actually, and capacity of the storage per month, per TB per month. Sorry guys, don't touch the laptop. Please guys, don't touch. Yeah. Okay, fine. Yes. Here, what I'm, yeah. Here the per TB per month, $23 only it will charge. Okay. Little here credit wise amount is more. Here storage wise amount is more. Okay. That you have to understand. And coming to this guys, you have to understand. Sorry guys. Here you have to understand enterprise is almost, it is giving all the high level features. Only, again I'm saying only protection basis little bit stuff more, it is going with the business critical. That's the only difference they have. And one more, they are giving virtual private Snowflake. Okay, what is the purpose of this? Means you totally whatever the business features are there, it is included. And dedicated virtual servers, not credit server. Okay, server. If you observe this, here we have credit amount, here we have credit amount, here we have credit amount. But here we don't have any credit amount. Okay. So separate customer dedicated virtual servers they are providing to us. For that purpose, we can go with the virtual private Snowflake, VPS. But generally, as per my experience, I'm saying we will go with the enterprise or business. This is two are much seen in the market. Okay. Very rarely they may go to VPS. That's a very rare cases. Why need to spend lot of money from company side also? That's the reason they will choose the business much. Okay. Any doubt here? Thank you, Kumar, for sharing your details. Others also, please ping your details. So our team will be helpful to you to add in the group chat. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Any doubts in this slide? Anything? Okay, fine. I hope everyone is clear. Now, how Snowflake is different. Again, you'll get the questions like, why I need to choose the Snowflake? Why I need to learn the Snowflake? I can go with other technologies, right? I can try another cloud, right? But you have to understand, Snowflake is going with the data also, data storage, plus analytic purpose. We are going with the data warehouse concept also. Indirectly, it is saying data plus data warehouse concept. Generally, we will say Snowflake is a data warehouse concept. That's a quite common. But indirectly, it is saying it's a data warehouse plus database. Why we are saying this term means data is going to store inside of Snowflake only. Single place for data. Means you can get the data from Snowflake. You can do analytic process in Snowflake itself. Both combination is available in the single place. That's the reason. Scale and concurrency. Near zero management. Why I mentioned here near zero management means maximum management work won't be available in the Snowflake. Maximum cloud service layer is going to take care about it. That's the reason very less amount of work we have to do for management. Very less. Data privacy it is going to handle. Metadata management it is going to do. Data sharing it is going to do. If I say so many concepts managed by the Snowflake cloud service layer. So we are going to do very less amount of management services. That's the reason it's a zero management. And it's going to instant live data sharing. Just now I explained you data sharing concept, right? So whenever you want, immediately it can share the whenever you want, you can go and you can share the live data to anyone. Okay. Just a minute. So whenever you want to share the data, you can instantly, you can go and you can share the data with anyone. There is no restriction of the data security. Automatically, they are providing, enabling the data security in concept of data sharing itself. That's the reason you no need to depend on any other third-party tool of this data sharing concept. Okay. And one more thing, in data, Snowflake is a unique architecture. So it's a multi-clustering concept and shared data concept. That's the reason it's a unique clustering because layer one cloud service layer is going to handle the zero management services. Cloud compute layer is going to manage the multi-clustering concept and storage layer is going to manage the process of data sharing and data protection. So all these are available in the single place in data sharing concept. In the Snowflake architecture. You can observe if you want to do any process, any kind of analytics also inside of the Snowflake with getting the data from storage layer, you can do it. Okay. So many lot of benefits are there in coming up classes. Practically, I will show you all these benefits. Okay. Not this theoretically. Every session of mine is totally practical sessions. No theoretically, I'm going to help. I'm going to explain here. Totally practical. Today is the first session, right? I'm just making you to walk through my few basic things of the Snowflake. From tomorrow onwards, we will start working directly into the Snowflake account. So here, Redshift versus Snowflake. Here we are going to understand what is different between Redshift versus Snowflake. Redshift is also one cloud data warehouse which is using inside of the AWS. Means with the help of AWS, you are going to use the Redshift. Okay, you are getting my point? Means AWS is having the data warehouse concept, that is nothing but Redshift only. So with the combination of Snowflake, with the combination of AWS, only Redshift can be used. With other combination of cloud providers, it cannot use. That is the problem with Redshift. But Snowflake is not like that. It can go with any combination. It may be AWS, it may be Azure, it may be GCP, whatever you want, your requirement basis, it can jump into that cloud provider. So here you can, not only that guys, you have to understand the separate storage layer and separate compute layer also available in the Snowflake. That's one benefit we have. So if you want, you can provide the separate, if you want, you can manage your only storage layer. If you want, you can manage the storage plus compute layer also. Both are possible in the combination of Snowflake. Getting my point? So again, the positive thing here is we can manage the semi-structured data. We can load directly the raw data in the Snowflake without having any issues, and we can make it in a structured way. So like this, we no need to worry about the data management with the different file format, like JSON, XML, CSV, and Avro, Parquet. All these files will be added, will be handled by the semi-structured data. So this all the benefit from the Snowflake. Okay. If you have any doubts, you can post in the chat. I'll reply after this slide. And one more benefit in the Snowflake is totally pay-per-use concept. You no need to pay an advanced level, or you no need to pay without using your resources. Suppose you used something, you used 1 TB data, only for that 1 TB you have to pay. 2 TB data, only for that 2 TB data. You no need to reserve anything. Based on your data increases, it will calculate the size of the storage and it will give the billing to you. There's a benefit how management of the cost wise also. Not only that, guys, even compute resources also, which is providing credits, it will allocate the sufficient credits. Suppose if it is not enough to us, it will increase by the multi-clustering concept. So compute layer or storage layer, both cases we no need to worry of managing the manual resources. Automatically, it can manage the resources and it can come. Okay, this kind of flexible thing is available in the Snowflake. So if you come to Redshift performance is it's always depend on the backend of AWS, right? Comparing to that, Snowflake is directly working on the layers of cloud. That's the reason very fast performance, easy scaling of workloads, and if you compare with any management of cost or maintenance of the environment also, comparing to Redshift, Snowflake will be good to go. Okay, if you go to Redshift, for example, if you want to move future in Azure or AWS GCP, you cannot move. But if you go to the Snowflake, if you want to move from one cloud provider to other cloud provider, you can move. That's the best thing you can compare. So in future also, you no need to do total change, just the few changes in the backend to change the environments. Like this, so many benefits are there. I took a few benefits. Many people know Teradata, right? Teradata is already available in market. Comparing to Teradata and Snowflake here also, Teradata is also going with the combination of computer storage layer, but Snowflake is going separate computer storage layer. Semi-structured management is we have to struggle a lot. We can handle very easily by the semi-structured data. See, like this, so many. If you want multiple products, you want enterprise data warehouse, Hadoop, so many backend stuff is required to work with Teradata. But totally you can use on the data warehouse services, and you can get the good support from the Snowflake. So multi-clustering, managing the multi-clustering and reducing the impact of performance is very tough in the Teradata that you can achieve in the Snowflake. Okay, not only this, suppose if you want to take any backup from Teradata, this is live example what I faced. If you want to take any backup from the Teradata, you have to stop all your backend services and you have to get the backup of the data, and then you have to resume your services. Snowflake is not like that. Just with the word of time travel concept, you can get the backup anytime. Whenever you want, you can get the backup anytime. This is very easy to get the process. Okay, this all are the benefits, guys. So not only normal method of cost and all this, even backup also, lot of amount we have to spend on Teradata comparing to the Snowflake, because we are making lot of plan to do the backups in the Teradata. But Snowflake, just time travel queries we will run and we will get the data back. And also we are not disturbing any other resources to wait for their work. Parallelly, we are doing along with them and we are making the backup. So a lot of, if you jump into the training of all these concepts, really you like those so many topics of the Snowflake. If you compare Oracle also one place where we will do this concept, right? But the problem is, yes, again, storage and compute layer is linked. Not like separation is not there like Snowflake. Backup is costly and time consumption will happen. Here we will use time travel concept. Okay, if you want any additional services, you have to pay additionally. But here you no need to pay. All the services will be enabled with the help of your additions. Like this, multiple options are there in the Snowflake compared to the Oracle. Okay, this all about the comparison of the technologies, guys. Let me show you next advantages. We will share this slide to you. You can walk through slide again. You no need to worry about that. So I mentioned, right, workload is separate. Because of separate workload, we are able to get the performance wise very good performance. Unlimited queries we can execute. Performance on the JSON semi-structured data also we can handle. And the relation with structured and unstructured data, all kind of relations we can handle. And scale up, scale down of the resources also we can handle. All these are there in the Snowflake. Whatever the points we are mentioning, it is there. But if you go with other cloud and Snowflake, only Snowflake have all the benefits. Others only have tuning and index concept. That only available. Remaining all important points are available in the Snowflake itself. Okay. If I say, it will be repeated for you, but same points is available here. Optimization, faster business decision, everything is available in the Snowflake itself. That's the advantages of Snowflake. Few more points I explained here about the Snowflake. And availability of protection and data and retention is not inbuilt. But here we have, I mentioned, right, 90 days time travel period is there. You can recover your data within 90 days. That is one more benefit we have in the Snowflake comparing to the other cloud providers. These all benefits are available in the Snowflake case. So I want to show you today real-time environment also. Let me create the account and I will make you to walk through that account. You have 30 days and 120 days, two types of free trial accounts, guys. You can go with any account. I'll prefer 120 days. Recently, they released 120 days free trial account. Before that, they have only 30 days. That's the reason in market, you are able to see two types of links here. Okay. So 30 days free trial will be only allocated for 30 days only. More than that, you cannot go. But for our training, 30 days is only enough. So the recently released 120 days, you can access this account. Okay. What happened? 1 minute. It is redirecting me to 30 days only. Just a minute, guys. Maybe it's redirecting automatically. Morning session also I went with 30 days only. Sorry, 120 days. Morning also I done with 120 days. No worries, guys. I'll share with you. I'll share with you. Which is redirecting. Sometimes it's a free trial accounts, right? We will face this kind of issues. Just it is always redirecting to our old account 30 days. That's fine. I'll show you this account. I'll share you link once I get from the net. Okay, internet. Sometimes they will change. No worries in that. So here we have to give our first name, and here we have to give our last name and a company email. This email always should be your email which is in active method, because we will receive our what will say our activation link. Okay, so that's the reason give correct email ID and company whatever you want you can do company. And here I am going with the data engineer role, and I am from India, so going with India. Just click on continue. Here guys, just now explained you, right? Enterprise, standard, enterprise, business critical. You can choose whatever you want. If you want virtual, the fourth one, you have to contact the Snowflake team directly. But these three you can get from here only. I'm going with enterprise because my data is anyway, it's not sensitive data. If I go with the business critical means it will consume more credits, right? Like $4 per credit. That's the reason I'm not showing interest on business critical. I'm showing interest on enterprise. Only the security issue will be difference. So if I go with this, next I can go with the cloud provider. That is nothing but AWS. I can go with the GCP, Azure or AWS. Everything it will support. If you see here, it will support everything. Okay, it's up to you. Which from where you are, you can go with that. You may get doubt, if I go with Azure, I should know Azure. If I go with AWS, I should know AWS. GCP, I should know GCP. That is not point here. Whenever you are choosing this, at the back end, Snowflake is allocating storage and compute layer on top of this. That's it. On top of AWS in the Singapore location. That's it. After once we created the account, we are not going to touch any AWS, Azure or GCP. Totally inside of Snowflake only we are going to work. Snowflake and AWS will keep that connection and they will manage. We are not going to touch anything. If you want to touch also, you don't have access, first of all. So that's the reason don't think much about like I don't know Azure or GCP. If you don't know also, nothing is going to happen. We are just saying I want my access under this region and this cloud provider. That's it. Let me skip this. I don't need to give answers for that. Just, yeah. Link was sent to this email ID. Let me bring that email. Here you can say activation link I got. Morning only I got this activation link actually. Okay. And this is another account now. You can see here. See, 9 hours ago, I got for 120 trial account, I got this access. Okay. So same like this, click to activate is there, like that we will get activation link that we have to activate. So sometimes it may take some time also, sometimes very rarely you have to wait. Okay. Just a minute. Yeah, it's already got. You can see this is the morning link. Okay, this is a 9 hours, right? If you observe down one, this is 1 minute ago. Okay, this is the link 1 minute ago. So just click activate. Here you have to write your username. Username, password, confirm password. That's it. If you click on get started, it will start creating your account. So guys, this is our Snowflake account. We can create a worksheet here with the help of plus symbol. Let's click on here. So this is our sample data. Every day we will work with this account only, guys. In real time also I will show you same to same account. Real time environment also I will show you for your confirmation. It will be same to same. You no need to worry like we are doing here. Maybe real time will be changes. No changes like that. Same account we will manage in real time also. Okay. Clear, guys? So here we will have the database. If you observe here, we have the database. Okay, we are can go directly with this database also. Totally $400 they are going to provide us. So this is the sample database where we are getting the data. Okay. And this is the place where we will get the worksheets. Every day we will work here only, so no need to worry about GUI. I will explain you end to end of how to use the GUI also. Very easy, right, guys? Very easy. Using Snowflake GUI is really easy comparing to other technologies. What I felt. If you go with the big data, Spark, whatever you want, you check. Comparing to all this big data, GUI is very easy, very handy. If you go here, cost management. If you go here, warehouse, users, accounts, everything is in alignment method. So you no need to worry about searching this with the queries also. Totally GUI management is there. See, consumption, resource management. Okay, all resource monitor, everything I'm going to work with you. I'm going to explain you. I'm going to take the classes on top of that. Monitor, if you go monitor query history, just now I ran one query, right? That query related history will be maintained here. And copy his task history. All this we are going to manage. Okay. Recently they see my query, what I ran that query related information. Clear? The data also. And query. Recently they started working with AI and ML. It's under progress. Maybe in future we can expect data science team also using our account only, Snowflake account. Okay. That's under progress. Recently they started launching this. Data related information will be here. Worksheets related information will be here. Okay. Even we can create the small dashboards also, but that's not high level dashboards. Basic dashboards we can create here. That is also possible. Okay. Any doubts here, guys? You can please ask me. I will go. Today only the basics and account creation I am going to teach you. Tomorrow onwards, practically classes I am going to start you. How to create the warehouse, what the things we can manage in the warehouse, database creation, database privileges, end to end, everything I'll explain you on the order basis. Okay. Let me know if you have any doubts. I will unmute. What is a worksheet means, Suresh? Where we can write the queries. That is called worksheet. In this whole environment, only this place it will allow you to write the queries. That's it. No other places you can use to write the queries. Okay. I'll unmute. You can speak on big questions which you cannot write in the chat. Unmuted. Everyone can comment one by one, please. Okay. Yeah. Please tell me. Everyone muted. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ishwar.
SaiSri.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tell me.
like while creating that account, here
Mhm.
selecting that Azure or this one, right? Some cloud services we are selecting.
Yes.
So like how like Snowflake is also cloud only, right? Like them. So why we are
At the
selecting that one?
back end, what is, yeah, good question you asked me. The back end, what is happening is at the time of Snowflake architecture, again, I will help you to understand this, but just overview I'm saying here. What Snowflake is doing is, already in market, we have cloud providers. Am I right? Cloud providers can give compute layer, nothing but credits to run the queries, storage layer to store the data. So what they are doing is, already we have this option, they are taking rent from the cloud providers. Rent. Based on the customer's requirement, means we are the customers for Snowflake. Okay. Based on our requirements, they are taking the rental resources from them and they are keeping available to us whenever we want. That's the reason back and again we are depending on that. That is not our job totally. One time account creation time only you choose. Later on total Snowflake will manage that. We are not going to touch anything. We don't have option to touch first of all.
Okay, okay. Thanks, Sai.
For the point why it is
yeah, so we no need touch Azure or something, right? Just we will work on the Snowflake. That's it,
if
right?
you want also you cannot touch. They are not
Okay.
giving access to us. That's a problem.
Okay.
That's the reason
Okay.
we cannot touch.
Okay.
And you will get doubt also. I can suppose I'm going with the Snowpipe concept, right? That is AWS combination. If I host on top of Snowflake AWS, Snowflake account AWS, then for Snowpipe I don't want to create the account. Can I use the same account? Many people will get doubt because I hosted on AWS only, right? That account will be with me only. That's a wrong assumption. You are hosting your account on Snowflake. I'll agree. Recent, just now I also hosted Snowflake on AWS only. I'll agree. But you don't have username, you don't have password, you don't have nothing in your hands. You have to create separate AWS account. That connectivity will make between AWS and Snowflake for pipe concept. Getting my point? Strictly prohibited here. So no point to go with that place. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you,
Good
Sai.
question,
Yeah.
Krishna. Others? Nageshwar? Yeah.
Hi, Jayshree. That's a nice one. So you said that Snowflake is a multi-cluster shared architecture. So what is the difference between the shared architecture, shared nothing?
We have actually, this is also architecture question in future. Coming up classes, I have to explain you, but I'm giving just one line answer to you right now, okay? Later on, I'll give to you. What is happening is Snowflake have three layers, okay? Compute layer and cloud service layer, then compute layer, then storage layer. Cloud service layer is totally management. We don't need to worry about that. But keeping cloud service layer aside, we have two more layers, that is storage and compute layer. Compute layer is shared nothing like this architecture. Cloud
Your
service,
voice is not audible.
oh, sorry, not audible.
Yeah. Your
Now
voice
is it
is not
okay?
audible.
And now it is working.
Okay,
Now
maybe
it
I
is
don't know. Okay. So what I'm saying is, out of these three layers, cloud service layer, we are not going to do anything. It's just management layer. Compute layer and storage layer will come under shared disk and shared nothing disk architecture. Compute layer is nothing but credits to run the queries. That is shared nothing disk architecture. Storage layer is nothing but shared disk architecture. So these two I will explain in the architecture time deep level. Okay. But this is the difference why I call the two terminologies. Means why I'm saying share nothing disk architecture for second layer means it is not going to share any resources between one to one. Its own resources will be managed by itself. That's it. It won't share. But database is not like that. It will share the data to all the compute clusters. That's the reason we are calling shared nothing and shared disk architecture both. Got the point?
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
I will explain you deep level, but today I cannot. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Next question.
Hi, maybe I can do.
Kumar, yeah.
You just mentioned right something. We can host on any cloud services like Azure or AWS. So that is where we can store. For storage purpose, we are going to use, and for computation purpose, we are going to use Snowflake. So now the charges will be like a separate, or it's like a.
You have to correct here. Here, small correction I have to do. For storage, and we have three layers, right? Again, cloud service layer totally managed by Snowflake. Okay. But second layer and storage and compute layer totally managed by backend cloud provider only. Means cloud provider is providing the storage also and compute credits also. Both it is providing. In AWS EC2. You know, easy to
Sometimes
read,
we are
Emily?
not audible to your voice.
Sorry? Hello? Kumar, you are saying something in middle.
Your voice is not
No,
audible.
I haven't interrupted. So someone
What
is.
happened? Suddenly, I don't know. Okay. So what I'm saying means compute layer, second layer and storage layer. Compute and storage layer totally getting from the cloud providers only. Only cloud service layer we won't touch that, but remaining two layers cloud provider which is at the back where we hosted. Okay.
Your voice is breaking. I'm not
1
sure
minute, maybe
it's
internet
happening.
connection issue. Just a second, I'll try to reconnect with other. 1 minute. One minute. Is it okay now?
Yes, yes,
Yeah, I
yes.
guess it's fine.
Oh,
Now
no,
it is
maybe.
okay, but
Is it better?
Yeah, it's
yeah,
much
One
better
minute,
now.
I'll keep earphones. Not sure till now it's good. Hello?
Yeah, it is better than previous.
Is it
Sai Sri.
is it good?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, maybe earphones are good now. Okay, fine. So what I'm saying means, whenever you are going with the out of 3 layers, 2 layers totally coming from the back end cloud provider only. Not only storage, even compute layer also coming from storage cloud provider only.
Even the storage and as well as computation both comes under
Yeah,
the
both.
Snowflake.
Yes. How many credits you consumed by your work, that much bill it will be generated to you. How much storage you used, space, that much bill will be generated to you. That's the way how they are managing.
So that means then in this case we have to pay for storage purpose as well as for computation purpose.
Obviously.
So now
That
if I
is
consider this one, so like so at the end of the moment, so I will have like I'll have to pay more money, right?
no. Here you
To
can
Snowflake
save
or
your money.
something.
No, you have to. You can save this money actually. They are saying if you use the storage layer, then only pay. Okay. If you use compute layer, then only pay based on the number of the credits, right? Suppose in some projects, what will happen means they will store the data. They won't use much credits, only storing the data. Few monthly ones or weekly ones. Sometimes very rare cases or very infrequently they will use their credits to run the queries. That time you will pay only for storage. You no need to pay for compute, right? So pay per use concept is saving your money.
No, right? So then in this case, it will not useful for all the support for all the project. Let's
Right?
take my case. So where like I have like there is a one client. So they have like almost like a 2 TB of data.
Mm.
So now I have to store in one particular a blob storage or somewhere, right? I have to store it. For that one, I have to pay money. So there are like a business users where they are using the Power BI reports. So that means on daily basis they are doing a slice and dice in the Power BI. Obviously, it will go and hit to the in the back end, right?
Oh yeah, okay, I'll
So
agree.
then obviously it will file the query. It will file the
Okay.
query means then obviously it will go and it will go and compute all these things. So whatever you are saying like credits or something.
Yeah.
So then how it will be it will be benefit for
Okay.
my client or something.
Okay, I will say. Suppose you are going to okay, keep aside this Snowflake. Let me keep aside. If you go, if what is the option? If you don't have Snowflake, what is the other option you have to manage this work?
Currently we do have a SQL server actually.
SQL Server. If you use or you don't want to use, you have to maintain the SQL Server, right? Generally.
Of course,
Wait.
it's a kind of one-time investment or kind of infrastructure. See,
No, no.
suppose my data is
SQL
keep on
Server,
growing.
one
If it
minute.
is a keep on growing, so then I have to increase my storage or like a SanDisk. I have to keep on add. So that is the only additional cost for me.
Okay. You are adding, right? You are adding, right? You only said you need to add if your data was increased. Okay. Snowflake, what it is saying is, if your data was increased, add to me. I don't ask you why you not reserved before coming with this huge data. Just add me. I will increase my resources and I will add. If you don't want the data, just remove from me. I will automatically reduce your cost. It is saying flexibly. It make use me flexibly. Whenever you want, use and pay for me. When you don't want, don't use and don't pay for me. If you increase your traditional part, if you use or if you don't use whatever you said, I will attach the something, right? Sandbox something. So if you use or not, you have to pay the cost for that. Here is not like that. Today you'll have more queries. Tomorrow you may not have. Today you'll have less data. Tomorrow may increase. Any flexible thing it is supporting, right? That is also in cloud. So for every rupee, whatever client is paying for the Snowflake, every rupee is based on our requirements only. It's not consuming much amount. It's saving our time in the cloud environment mainly. You are talking about traditional. I'm talking about cloud. In cloud also, you are manually increasing your resources. Here, you are not doing manual work, and flexibly you are increasing and decreasing your resources. So benefit will be there, right? If it is saying, okay, increase my resources, because today you got 2B data, yesterday is 1 TB, today 2 TB, increase it. Okay, if you use that, don't use, pay for me. Then if Snowflake is saying that to us, 100% you are not good to go Snowflake. Maybe today is 2 GB, I will increase. Tomorrow I will remove the additional data, whatever I feel this is not required. Again, it will come 1.5. I have to pay for 500 MB space without using. That's a fault, right? It is saying if you are reducing data, automatically your money also will be reduced. And one more point you have to understand, it is not calculating pin to pin over a overall usage of monthly basis. So monthly over average usage, it is going to charge us. Credits means number of the credits. That's quite common. But usage of the basis like that. Suppose
So
you
monthly
don't
usage in the
use
sense it's like a daily aggregation, right? So it's like it's a day to
daily,
it's a day, and
obviously.
then it will just accumulate. So that at the end of the month, so I have to pay. So whatever I'm just using a day, whether I'm going to
See,
use or whether I'm
any
using, it doesn't matter.
any
So it will
any
accumulate and I
technology.
have to pay. Correct, right?
See, without paying, how they will provide this many futures related technology to us? You are paying for MySQL also, right? With the limited futures. Here they are giving unlimited futures in the cloud environment. Then you have to pay the minimum amount to them, right? If they are giving resource freely, then why Snowflake? What the company will do? They will be in the loss, right? Minimum charges they will charge to us. Any technology. You're purchasing two things, two different technologies. What is the benefit? Same cost it is charging to us. Then what is the benefit? That you have to check. Technology one is charging only $10, for example. Technology two is charging $11. Suppose you are finding lot of benefits in technology two, then you have to think about that. About $1 thing, total your business will go in a different direction. That's the way how business person will you work, right? For $1 or $2, nobody will think about why we are going. And second thing, MySQL server is not a cloud technology. Snowflake is a cloud technology, right? In that case, client will give preference to that. They won't you think about $5 to $6 differences money wise. That's my experience. What I felt I am saying, because so many companies moved to cloud. That's the reason. Even ServiceNow, like top companies also in Snowflake. I worked with ServiceNow company. They're using Snowflake combination only generally. So there I learned all this. Why they are moving? They have old technologies also. They are migrated into Snowflake. So there I learned all these techniques. Kumar, yes, we have to pay money. Without money, nothing is coming into the market. Even without money, we are not going to do job for our company. Same way, Snowflake company also for Snowflake, we are also customers. So customer have to pay something to business person. Then only they will allocate all these advanced topics. Yeah.
Maybe so. What I feel that okay, so now so we have to we have to pay more when compared to the
No, what
traditional
is the mode?
infrastructure or
See,
something.
every company, you see, infrastructure, if you go with the traditional, you will pay for employees because they will maintain. I have worked with big data technologies. Snowflake is not my first technology. I worked with big data actually. You know, for getting the access of big data project for laptop, just laptop setup, I sat 1 month without any work. Lot of time they took to do the setup only. 1 month is completed. Second month, I started working in my project exactly. Many installations, many challenges of hardware. They are overcoming. Day one, you come to the project. Day two, you can start working with Snowflake if they give access. So many benefits are there. Client is wasted their money for 1 month giving pay to me. I mean, they paid money without working. Just I sat in front of my laptop, connected with IT team. That's it. 1 month. But Snowflake, if it is Snowflake, day two, they will pay every money with a meaningful. Like I'm just saying small example what I experienced. Like this, multiple things are there. If you feel Snowflake, I'm paying more, then you have to go with Redshift warehouse or BigQuery warehouse, some other cloud warehouses. There also you will pay more. But comparison of all these three, Snowflake you'll have more benefits. Anyway, you have to pay money. No, I don't want to pay money. SaiSri means you have to sit in the old technologies with the old struggles. There also you will pay money, but little bit, maybe out of $10 you may save $2 to $3. Remaining $7 8 you'll spend for your business. But I think business person won't think about the small amounts. That's the reason they are paying. Okay,
Yeah,
then
that I
that's
agree.
that is client's issue. Kumar, we have to think about our salary. My final point is right.
Uh,
Who
Yeah,
have the
that's a different. Yeah, see,
yes,
so,
yes.
so what I am saying, right? It's like it depends upon like a client to client. So suppose if
Client to client.
if you take like any small client, right? So they can't bear this much of
Even
amount, right?
small, no,
My client is a very small client, so
okay.
but they do have like a lot of transactional data, like on day to day. So
Slowly,
then someday and one day, so
yeah.
they may get like even 50 GB data also, but still we are processing. See, if they
Maybe
can't bear like a Snowflake
they
kind
may,
of a storage, all these things, yeah. So that is, see, in that perspective, I'm asking.
India clients, India, I mean, based on India, if
No,
your
it's not
person
India
is
client; it's an Australian client actually.
okay. Generally, US people will prefer all the cloud technologies only. They never think about money. What I observed, all our US clients only where I worked, everybody will think about their productivity at the end. They never think about to spend the money on technologies. Because of US people only, this technologies grown very well. Now in US, Snowflake is too demanding. My training students also have US people, US, Germany, UK. Those countries are using a lot in Snowflake actually. That piece of work coming to India actually.
Okay.
If they want to go with the cloud, it may be Redshift, Snowflake, BigQuery. They want to spend money. Minimum amount of money they have to spend. No point. There's no point to escape from this. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have another question.
Demanding
So
of the jobs. Yeah. Tell
see,
me.
I have another question. So like related to the store procedure. So you mentioned something in the course content. So you are going to cover the store procedures, right? So
Yes,
the
right.
store procedure will be in Python code or like a Java in the
SQL.
Java.
Only
It's a pure
SQL.
SQL.
Entire my course will be SQL. I never talk about Java and Python. Only SQL. I'll talk about SQL. That's it.
I heard something. The store procedure are going to be written in the
It's a
mixed Java.
JavaScript, not Java. JavaScript. We have options in JavaScript and SQL. Anyway, students and even everyone is learning SQL for Snowflake. Then why need to go with JavaScript? We can go with SQL only, right? They give option. I am using
Okay, so we
real-time
can choose
also.
either one of them.
Any one of it. If someone is coming from old technologies, they already have JavaScript knowledge. That's up to them. Syntax will be a little bit different, but everything will be same in Java or SQL. Only syntax.
Okay, so we can use still
Up
a
to you.
SQL.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay.
Only something language JavaScript. You'll mention that difference. Remaining all same queries will be there.
Okay, okay. So that is where I got it out actually.
Yeah. So let me
And
jump to other people.
Hi, good evening, Sai Sri.
Yeah. Tell me.
Exactly, what is the role of us having knowledge on Snowflake in real-time scenarios? Like, what is the day-to-day role of us?
Roles and responsibilities you are asking.
Yeah, what is the roles and responsibilities in day-to-day life of a Snowflake engineer? Can you show us in a pictorial format in Notepad?
Okay, that's fine. Generally, I will explain my work only. Okay.
Because like
I'm-
it is
Yeah.
very easy. It is very easy for us while you're
Okay.
showing in pictorial format for non-IT background people.
Yeah, yeah, okay. So generally, non-IT, taking everything in a, I'm considering all the people and I'm giving this information. I will
Sure.
have
Thank you.
14 days sprint, okay? 2 weeks, okay?
Sprint is nothing but 14 days.
What
Okay.
14 days they will give to us, okay? 14 days, generally 16 points. I'll explain you. 16 points. Each person 16 points they will allocate to us. Workload will be assigned as a 16 points. Suppose task
Work.
1, task 2, task 3, task 4, 5, 6, for example. Okay.
Okay.
Task 1, it's a small, just truncate the tables. Truncate means remove the data. For example, 1 point is enough.
Okay.
You have to do some code logic is different. It is not working. You have to do modification. It may be for 1 or 2 tables, for example, 2 points. Some pipeline you have to rebuild again, existing or new one, maybe 4 points. Again, some observation, something analysis, 1 point. Like this, they will give task and task related points they will assign to you.
So
Total,
they
if
will
you count,
distribute these points as a team for every team member.
no, for every person will have these points. Individually, they will get 16 points. If
Okay.
you count this, it should get 16 points. Okay.
Okay.
This is not your headache. Sprint persons who are team lead and who is working as a scrum master, they will take care. It's their headache. It's their job actually, not your job. Suppose they will give some points like this and they will assign 5 to 6 points, for example. Okay.
Okay.
What are the types of work will be there means? Sometimes IAM is there for me. There are 2 different sources are added in my project. Already source 1 is there. In that source only 2 different files. Okay. Detailed MS, US, some files are there. US and MS are new. They asked me to create 2 more pipelines for loading these particular files into the tables. That is one task for me. So it is not happen immediately. First I have to do dev. Then the same changes will be replicated in UAT. Again, the tester will come and test it. Again, prod will be more migration, we will say. Okay. So migration means inside environment to environment. Again, don't think technology to technology. In environment to environment. Dev, UAT, prod.
Testing.
First,
Okay.
I will do in dev. If they say okay, it's looking good, then they will do migration. They will do. It's no manual work in my project. Automatically, they have some deployments. My team lead will move to UAT. If he is satisfied with the testing information, he will move to prod. If he is satisfied with the testing information, this work is done from my side. So it may take in this week, 2 weeks, it may take 2 days or 3 days. I'm not guaranteed. Till here, it's my hand only. But from here and here, I am depending on some other person, right? It may be moved to next sprint also.
Okay.
Getting? Here, our hard work is totally in the dev only. If anything goes wrong in UAT, we will check what is the error and we will rectify in dev. Again, they will move same code to UAT. This repetition will be there. This is one kind of implementation. Second kind of works, already they have the pipe. Already they have pipeline. Already they have code. They're getting some data issues. Maybe data is not loading. Suddenly, one timestamp column is null is happening. Why it is happening? Source is getting the data correctly or not, where it is breaking. This kind of analysis we will do slowly. First, we have to understand the total environment and then we have to do this process. It is not immediately when you jump into the project. Day 2, you cannot do it. Slowly, KTs they will give. After KTs, slowly they will assign one by one task to you, small tasks. Once you are comfort, then big task they will assign to you. Like that, you will jump slowly into the project. Getting my point? So
Yeah.
like that, I cannot say here only one work. One time they gave me, I need to analyze some particular, you don't know DBT, right? DBT related work they mentioned actually. So that kind of analysis I have to do. Every file I have to check and I have to give report. I done that. Technical document they asked me to do. I done that. Like this, different works you will get. So as a developer, if you want any help from your team about the task, you can go and you can ask, they will help you out. Blindly, they won't tie a cloth to your eyes and don't ask them to jump into the task. They will get, you'll get the help from them. The only thing, you should get the good teammates. You'll enjoy this Snowflake job. If you get good teammates, that's
Okay.
your fate. I cannot do anything. That's the way. So cool environment will be there based on your team members.
So do I
Okay.
know do I need to have a full knowledge on SQL queries?
I am saying frank, open secret. Only for interviews you will struggle with SQL.
Okay.
Everyone know that Google will give all entire queries. Am I right? They have lot of resources for R&D. No need to worry. If you get new different type of requirement in your project, just go and Google it. You have minimal knowledge like what is joins, what is where, what is having clause. All this kind of knowledge you have. Just managing that particular requirement, you need some more information. You'll get from Google. Test on your data. If it works, you can implement on your real-time data. That's it. That is management skills.
So
Okay.
for real time, okay.
Only for interviews, you have to struggle with your SQL. That's it.
So for real time, it will be it won't be any dependency on others or like.
No. Why you have Google? It's
I
how
mean,
you should say everyone. You have to make a habit how you are searching your query in internet.
okay.
Searching skills should be good in real-time work. That's it. But without knowing basics of SQL, you cannot do anything. Even
Yes,
that query
exactly.
also. Blind work, that is, yeah. Yeah, others? Sorry, I want to give time for everyone. One by one, please come into the
Yeah, Sai
mic.
Sri. Yeah, this
Yeah,
is Rishi
yeah,
speaking.
Rishi. Rishi,
Yeah,
yeah.
are you going to cover Redshift here?
No. Redshift is data warehouse, AWS. I'm not going to cover that. If Redshift I'm going cover, then people will ask why you are explaining the Snowflake. Any one technology you will use in your resume. Okay.
Crazy.
Yeah, okay, I'll go with all warehouses. Then people don't know which job they have to choose. I'm not going. It's not
So on the
that
DBT,
much
we are
different.
doing in Visual Studio or somewhere else?
In DBT, I have GUI. GUI option we will have in DBT. Let me try if I get DBT. We have a sign up account only for 14 days free trial account. You can go with that. You no need of any installation in DBT. Tomorrow I'll show you. Okay. Tomorrow I'll show you. The sign in account will be there. I need to take password, username, everything. Okay. You have to sign up with the email ID and you can use for 14 days trial. Only 14 days are allowed. That's the problem. That's it. Okay. Interface on same like Snowflake.
So actually, what is the use of this DBT?
Totally code base. DBT won't store anything. Okay. DBT at the back end, it have Postgres dependency. I mean, there is also some to hold that temporary data code. It should have some place, right? So they are using Postgres as per my knowledge. But actually, DBT is not holding any data. It won't hold any data. It will hold only code. That code also at the back end of Git repository. If I say it won't be clear for you. Tomorrow I'll try to show you what is what. Okay, just overlook. But DBT is 100% not storing the data. It will depend totally on Snowflake for getting the data. So you write the code in DBT that will be reflected in Snowflake account. It will be applied on Snowflake account and the output will be loaded back to Snowflake account. So it's a code management tool you can consider for
Oh,
your understanding.
okay. Yeah, it's like it's an SSIS, right? Familiar
Uh,
with SSIS, I guess.
no, SSIS is different, right?
No, no, I mean, I'm just saying for the example.
SSIS, I cannot compare totally. Yeah.
Okay, actually, what we are doing means we are loading the data from various sources and we are loading the data into various destinations, right?
Again, it is
So
coming to
that's
SSI. Data is coming to SSI.
okay, okay.
Data is not coming to DBT.
Oh yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So you cannot compare. DBT always going back to Snowflake and fetching the data. If you want for your clarification, tomorrow I'll show you just overview of my existing work. Okay, you'll get the clarity. Kumar, I will show you tomorrow because if I say how much, also you may not understand. I will explain you what is DBT. Just what is what I'll explain you tomorrow by giving the accounts. Okay. Now the combination of DBT and Snowflake, so many profiles. Opportunities are there. Just for your understanding, keep one post in DBT Snowflake open. I mean, you are looking for DBT and Snowflake, you will get a lot of calls. You can demand the package also.
Okay.
That's it.
So
Yeah, tell me.
Recently, I can do my last working day in one company. Around in the month of May. Right now, I'm looking for this Snowflake. So after 2 months or 3 months, I guess, I mean, if I apply for the job, if someone comes up and what are you doing these days, so is that necessary to tell them, or I mean, is there any issue with
No,
that? Is there any,
obviously you have to answer them, right? What is the gap between these many months? You can say health issue, very less gap, right? You can say I want a break, so I took because of my health issues. Nobody will say no for you. For girls,
and
they
also
will be.
okay.
Yeah.
And also last week only I got final settlement and relieving letter. So I mean, if I join to the course, it will take around 2 months, right? So after 2 months, definitely they will HR will ask, right?
Yes.
What are you doing these days? What is the gap in there? So is that if we say some health issues and all, is that acceptable? If they
Yeah,
accept?
obviously. See, you are also see, we are not a robo, right? 24/7 we won't be active. Okay. First of all, why they won't believe for girls, multiple reasons are there in health issue, marriage, blah blah blah. So many are there. For boys, you have only one option. Genuinely, you have to say, I came out from company so on reason. No, I don't want to get into problems. Then say you want your family, for your family you have dependency on you, something like that, or your health is not supporting, or you took small break from your career for refreshment back to the career. These all the options you have. Only these limited options do you have. So you have to say,
Exactly.
you have to answer them.
Boys don't have
And
only like
also, ma'am, if they want to hire now, they don't talk on this much.
Sorry. Yeah. If your when they don't talk means if your profile is very high demand profile and they have requirement in peaks, they won't talk about your background verification. Nowadays it is doing good way only. But these kind of gaps they never bother. No worries. Career break every student, every person is taking nowadays because of this hectic lifestyle. They are taking breaks in the career. That's not a big deal. Don't, if other people also have this issue, don't think much about these guys. It's you don't need to keep your brain here much.
Hello?
Hello, yeah, tell me. I'm there.
Yeah. My doubt is, yeah, you are teaching in perspective, or I can say in the more perspective of tools, right? So you are
Mm.
teaching Snowflake as a tool, DBT as a tool, ADF as a tool. Okay. So I am working as a data engineer, okay, with Snowflake. I have an experience of about 3 years in Snowflake. But I didn't use any of ETL tool with Snowflake like ADF or Matillion. But past 3 months, I moved to one new company. Okay. And there I'm working at like 95% on Matillion, creating jobs and ETL pipelines. So I'm struggling with ETL pipelines. Like I got a requirement from analysts that we require the sales KPIs or inventory KPIs into our reporting table. So I'm struggling with how I can build this pipeline from extract. Like I know I have learned how to build the SCD 1 and 2 in the Matillion using ETL no code platform. Okay. So after that, when the dimension tables are made, so how I can make the fact tables and move the data from dimension to fact and then fact to the reporting table as per the requirement. Okay. So this this is my requirement. Is this what you are teaching in your course, or like along with this Snowflake technology?
See, technology will be everywhere same only, but add-on of this Matillion or Fivetran or DBT or whatever it may be depends on your project. It will come. Even once upon a time, I don't know what is DBT because of my project
Yes.
requirement. I learned and I settled down. Now I can say I can do DBT. I can
Yes.
train the DBT because I done a lot of things here. This is quite what's your base is important. If someone
Your
is
voice is
coming today and
breaking.
ask me what's hello. Hello.
Yes. Now you are audible. Yeah.
Yeah. So if someone is asking and to me, what's your base means, I will say Snowflake. Okay. But companies never say, okay, you are working in Snowflake, but we are expecting combination of Snowflake Matillion. They won't hire in that way. They will check our Snowflake technology skills and they will hire me. After
No, no,
that,
no,
I
no,
don't
no.
know. Generally,
Okay,
I'm
okay.
saying,
Yeah.
have
Yeah,
to
yeah,
learn,
got you,
you have
got
to
you.
accept. Yeah. This
Got
is
you, got you. I'm not asking about any ETL tool you are teaching or okay, but I'm looking for a technical knowledge that how we can build dimensions, from that we can build track, and then data flows from the reporting table, and these reporting tables are used by the dashboarding for the in the Power BI by the Power BI developer or the business analyst. Okay, so I want to learn this data flow in the SQL queries, how we can build this end-to-end data pipeline in Snowflake itself.
see, I'll
So
give you example.
if we take example of schema of sales, right? Sales
One,
of
yeah.
the in any superstore,
One
or
thing,
we can. Mhm.
let me complete. I will take few examples, but that example may not suit your business. If someone want to work with that connections, dimension fact tables nothing but connection between the or relation between tables to tables. Okay, if you understood the business requirements, then only you can build the dimension fact tables, because dimension tables always will have the all business related columns, but fact tables only the calculation measurable columns only. When you'll understand means you should know business. How many people teach also that won't
Yeah,
work for you. You have to sit, you have to analyze what column is important. That column you will pick from the dimension and you will make it as a fact table. And you said tab reporting team, right? To build the reports, they want one specific measurable columns from you, from data engineer. You and them, you both have to sit down and you have to check these are the columns, this is the purpose of each column. So what columns make you to create this reports very in a high level of the business view. You both have to sit and you have to decide this. You if you
yeah,
wait for a long time also, your business you have to handle. I cannot handle your business, right? Generally I'm saying this is the way, this is the pipeline. Sit and understand the business and get the columns from that business. Simple. They're already giving you dimension tables, you are working only on fact and views. Tableau person will be working with you for Tableau reports columns. Only fact
Mhm.
tables you are going to filter from dimension. So business required columns, sometimes customer email ID may not required for your business views. For example, I'm saying. So eliminate
Mhm.
those things and get the things what is required to showcase your business improvements. That is called dimension and fact table. That's it. There is no much challenging work here, but
Yeah.
understanding is important. That is one day is not, it won't work in one session or one day. Uh,
Mhm.
Thinking process you have to change. That's it. I know
So
the
which
struggles.
mhm. So
I
which
may
projects you are going to in the at the last, like?
Projects means which pipelines you have to ask. Project is not a big
Yes,
deal.
yes,
Project name.
yes, yes.
I am
Which
going to
pipeline?
cover AWS pipelines, a combination of Azure, Snowflake, DBT, AWS. So four type of pipelines I'm going to showcase you. You can keep any
So
pipeline.
So pipeline in terms, you are teaching only how we can load a CSV or JSON file
No,
into
no.
a staging file.
Once
Till
you
that,
once you get not loading. Pipeline means not loading actually. Once you
Mhm.
get the data into your hands, it may be from AWS side or maybe Azure side, how you can bring the data till end. How many concepts are
Yeah.
there? How many concepts are there? Stream concept is there. Someone will come and ask you, can old data. In DBT, you'll use snapshot. In Snowflake, you'll use streams. How I am saying these answers to you? Because I know the topics. I know the subject. Which concept is required for which requirement. That's knowledge you'll get from my side. You go to any project, immediately you'll come with your
Mhm.
topic. That's it. Here, if
Yeah. Yeah.
I can train on my project, then you won't improve yourself. That is not right training, actually. Okay?
Yeah. Like everyone's requirement will be different. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, okay,
My
got you.
assumption, what I am
Mhm.
trying to do in my training means, if my
Mhm.
student, if join in any kind of projects, they should handle their project with all these skills. If I
Mhm.
made them to edit to my pipeline or my particular date or my particular project format, they cannot jump to other projects. That's a problem will be
Okay.
created. Yeah.
And again, one question.
Hmm.
Like is Snowflake market will go down as Databricks or Databricks is promoted by the Microsoft more and more, right? So is there
Got
any
promoted?
chance?
Microsoft, sorry, Microsoft?
Yeah, Microsoft is promoting like Databricks, right?
Databricks, right? Yeah, Databricks.
Yeah, the NVIDIA is also
Databricks mainly designed for machine learning and AI and ML people. I worked with the Databricks. I know the platform in 2019. I worked with the Databricks. It's not new for me. Now small improvements, changes are they are doing. Okay, 2019. It's a high level. Databricks in a good place actually, but big data people used Databricks. After that, for machine learning people, I got opportunity of bit of work, small piece of work. I worked on machine learning. That time I used Databricks. For data warehouse concepts, they are not coming for the competition. Point number one. Okay.
okay.
You asked me, okay, in that case, if they came as a competition also, we can think. They came recently. Snowflake come almost 5 years back, right? Before lockdown. At the time of lockdown, it became very popular. In 2020, I asked for HRs, can you provide the job requirement on Snowflake? They didn't provide me. They said, what is Snowflake? Already I'm working in one company, but I asked for new opportunity. 2021, so many people are back of me for giving Snowflake job. Very less quantity. So it took some time. Snowflake is also not like at night it not became popular. It took time. Same by 5 more, minimum 3 to 5 years it will take to get into one technology in the market as a competitor. I am challenging till 10 more years, minimum 5 to 10 years, Snowflake won't go down. It added a lot of features. ML people also it is bringing to Snowflake only. Till 5 to 10 years, we are in good place. And one more small example, small example for everyone, guys. Now layoffs are started. I don't know how many of you met with layoffs, how many of your friends met with layoff. My students already had that layoff effect actually. These layoffs, if you observe, for older technologies, only happen these layoffs. But Snowflake is bringing new opportunities. Other technologies bringing layoff situation. That is the different. Then you can observe what is Snowflake place in the market. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm not making my technology hype. That is a genuine part. I am working from many years. I'm as a trainer, as a developer. That's the reason.
Even I also don't know what is DBT like 3 months before. When I started giving interviews, the HR is saying I am looking for the Snowflake with DBT, Snowflake with DBT. And then I searched for the DBT. DBT is something the transformation tools, right? DBT
Yes,
is, if I'm not wrong, yeah.
Transformation.
It is only for the transformation.
Transformation. Right? Mainly the purpose of transformation. That's it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
But it's a
so
cool
for the DBT, there is is there they provide their different UI, or we have to use work
no,
with DBT on the Linux like black
no.
screen of the Linux.
Tomorrow I'll show you, Krishna. So many people ask me about DBT. Just 5 minutes view I will give tomorrow. This is the login page for DBT. How you are using your Snowflake? Same GUI, same like that GUI interface you will use. You won't use any command prompt for what we'll say for execution purpose also. Commands, everything inside of DBT environment you will do. You won't touch any out of that. It's GUI only.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Thank you.
Okay, guys, I think I get good time for you for all your doubts. Join in our next session. I'll go technically, totally, I will jump with the practical sessions from next session onwards. Okay. Thank you, guys. Have a good day. Still, if you have any doubts, you can contact our team. They will get the answers for you. Hi, bye, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.